All right, so it's story time, I guess, because I just got out of an all-nighter. It's 7:45 a.m. here. Just right now, I just came out of the shower. I spent my whole night playing Splitgate with the rest of the 10 people that still play that. Unfortunately, I've been drinking a little bit, just having some fun, But yeah, just as I got done playing Splitgate and watching some Netflix, new season of The 100, I guess. Just before I was about to go to bed at 6 a.m., I made a colossal mistake. I fucked up because I decided to check Twitter. Now, Twitter, I'm sort of in a love-hate relationship with Twitter. On one end, I'm kind of a troll. I love to post some provocative pictures every now and then. Like, for example, this one where we have a guy sitting in a wheelchair, is not able to get up the staircase, which then stands for the console players not being able to beat the rate on the division. Oh man, that pissed a lot of people off, didn't it? Yeah, I still find that funny. The rate is probably too hard and not balanced for consoles. I don't disagree with that, but it's still funny to just make a joke about it. The best jokes are the ones that have some truth to them. And besides that, I play on PC, I'm not a developer, so fuck it. Rate being too hard, not my problem, you feel me? But yeah, these kind of things is why I love Twitter. It's funny, it's enjoyable. You can waste some time reading through some of the comments there. But then every now and then you come across something that is just so stupid that it really makes you question life. And usually I'm like, oh yeah, somebody's just baiting responses or baiting clicks But this morning I discovered Anita Sarkeesian. I don't know, you heard the name of that. It's a woman, basically, believe it or not, with that name. And it's a woman who has managed to make the most idiotic post of the day. It's not even today. It's like I discovered this today, but she made the post 4 days ago. I'm late to the party because I don't follow all these news outlets. All right, so yeah, I was just going on Twitter. I was checking out some posts, and then I came across this tweet from Anita Sarkeesian, and I actually spent the next 10 minutes of my day figuring out whether or not this was a meme or whether she's actually serious. Because she posts, and I quote, "This year's E3 was the second worst year for female representation since we started collecting this data 5 years ago. Not a great sign for the state of the industry." Ooh, very scary. And then she also posts 2 pictures, one pie chart and one graph where you can see what the percentage of male and female protagonists is in games that were shown this year. It's basically that. I shit you not, because that is what is important about games nowadays, whether you can play as a male or a female character. And yeah, she claims that the industry is going backwards because we have less female protagonists in games than the years before. First thing, reading this, first thing that goes through my mind is this has got to be a joke, right? This has got to be a joke. Somebody just memeing around. Second thing that comes to mind is, if this is not a joke, then who actually cares enough about this shit to collect data on games shown at E3 5 years in a row on whether the player can be a male or a female protagonist? Then, even looking at her chart, which is the next thing that came to my mind, is it is in favor of female characters. She read her own statistics wrong, because yes, we see less female protagonists percentage-wise, but we also have less male protagonists. And the option that is by far growing the most is the option to choose, which went from 46% to 66% over the span of 5 years, which is a pretty big improvement. Then the next thing that comes to mind is that this is only about games showcased at E3, and many games aren't showcased at E3, so therefore this research is a small sample size and not representative of all games. And then something that also comes to mind is that we probably have a whole bunch of war games in there, which try to be somewhat realistic and not go the Battlefield 5 route, piss off their whole fan base and put pride flags all over the foreheads of the World War II soldiers. But then, it just hits me, and I just get this horrible realization that this woman, this thing right here, she's actually serious about this, and I'm just sitting here in my room thinking, damn, you've got to have one sad and boring life if this is what you keep yourself busy with. And that's coming from me, That's coming from me. The guy who put years of his life into The Division, a game franchise that is now pretty much sitting on the sideways of the street, ready to be picked up by the garbage man that comes around every Saturday at 1 o'clock. My channel's pretty much going with it. And sometimes I look in the mirror, think to myself, damn son, you really fucked it up this time. In just about 2 weeks' time, you'll be sucking dick under the bridge for your rent. But then I look at these kind of people, and I just think to myself, thank God I don't look like that.
Run.
No, but I'm thinking to myself, damn, my life ain't so bad after all. I mean, not yet, at least, not until 2 weeks from now. I just don't understand it, I guess. I mean, this female, can't say bitch anymore, otherwise the video is gonna get flagged for harassment. But yeah, this female lives in LA, California. Now, I've only been to LA once in my life, and that was back in 2015 when I also went to E3. But I've played plenty of GTA 5, and let me tell you right now, LA, you could be living the dream. You could be driving Lamborghinis, rob some banks, hang out with Post Malone, and what are you doing instead? You're making statistics about the gender of video game characters, and then on top of that, misreading your own statistics and drawing false conclusions from them. And then you got the guts to say that the industry is going backwards for women. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh. How do you even how do you get to that point in life where you look in the mirror and you're this person? That's gotta be some shitty fucking life. And it's not just a one-time thing either, it's I know you're not supposed to click on these type of articles because, in the back of my mind, I'm always keeping in my mind that she's doing this for the clicks. She's doing this just for the attention, and, me talking about this, making a video about this, clicking on this is only going to give her what she wants. But I just had to click it to see how many brain cells I would lose at a time. And, well, let me tell you, I wasn't disappointed, Not 2 minutes in, we're greeted with another pie chart. This time not discussing the gender of the video game characters, but the gender of the presenters on stage. What a shocker. Only 21% of presenters were female. Oh, to hell with this sexist industry. As Anita puts it, that's not great. Fucking Anita. Anita, I think it's time for you to take your pills again, my lady. It is almost as if there are more males in the video game industry than females. I just imagine, just imagine for a second, you're going to some hospitals for some research on whether the hospitals, and what do they think about male workers, and you're checking how many of the nurses are female, and then you make a pie chart of it, and you're being like, oh shit, in the 4 hospitals we checked, about 91% of the nurses were female. How dare these sexist hospitals? This is not a great sign for the healthcare industry. The amount of stupidity you need to have to actually write this article seriously it's just beyond my imagination. I laugh a lot about other people sometimes, That sentence didn't make any sense. I laugh a lot about other people sometimes. No, I laugh a lot about a lot of people all the time. That's the way it should be. Everyone has their dumb moments, right? I myself am a big offender of that. I'm probably in a mental wheelchair at this point. Have you ever seen my Siege gameplay? That shit is beyond help. But when I read something like this, what I try to keep thinking about is that these are actual humans writing this stuff down. It's not for jokes. It's not. I don't know what it is, but it's serious. And I just can't imagine that. Like, where is the logic? I don't understand how they think. How do these people go through life thinking about these things? I just can't wrap my head around it. I don't know. And again, this isn't where it ends. Anita apparently wrote a book, History versus Woman, which, okay, I'm going to be honest, looking at that title, doesn't necessarily have to be bad. You know, there have been years and ages where the women have been treated like shit. Like not humans, basically. And if you're writing about that, about the history, I guess that could be decent, you know? If that's your thing, if you like writing, not a bad thing at all. But looking at the rest of her Twitter, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. She even tweeted at CD Projekt Red. Hey, CG Projekt Red, I'm always available for consulting because it sure sounds like you might need it before the whole internet drags you for what sounds like some potentially sexist representations, which we all know you've struggled with in the past. And then this fucking smiley emoji. Now, I don't want to sound like a sexist male pig, but someone please put this female on a leash. I'm not talking about those cute rubber ones that you buy for your girlfriend when you're feeling extra kinky tonight and want to do something a little bit crazy. Now you want to get those with spikes and then turn it inside out and then put it on the ceiling. I'm getting so demonetized for this one today. Oh god, okay. Now what probably surprises me most though is that the amount of likes and support that this person is getting, like 1,300 likes on this tweet alone. I know that's nothing to someone like one of my best high school friends, Elon Musk, who gets millions of likes, but damn. 1,300 likes on Twitter? When was the last time I got 1,300 likes on Twitter? And Anita is popping off on Twitter, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, here's another tweet of her. I don't understand why this is so amusing, but it really is. That's her voice, by the way. That's how she talks. I don't know. I've never heard her talk, thank God, but yeah, 1,800 likes. All right, let's give it a proper chance. Let's see. Let's see what this post is. Let's get ready to laugh our asses off.
So much that is good about this country. So much to be proud of. So much to be optimistic about.
This is what she laughs at, guys. This is it. This is funny to her.
I will shortly leave the job that it has been the honour of my life to hold. The second female Prime Minister, but certainly not the last.
What the fuck is this even? Now, I could go on and scroll down further and further, but I think I got my point across. And I think I actually want to get some sleep too. And, you know, something is still in the back of my mind that this person isn't that serious about all of this. That this is some sort of joke, some big setup to get more attention. Again, in which case I gave her exactly what she wanted. It's just that I've seen this shit go on for so long now. Not just this with her. I just discovered her today, but like other shit on the internet. Similar shit. And I've always thought to myself, just ignore it and it will go away. Giving it attention will only increase the reach that these people have. These people are just bored or looking for attention or trying to get some money or some people behind them and they'll go away. But the thing is though, they're never gonna go away. They're never gonna go away. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's turn this shit into content. I got nothing else to do anyway right now. Division's dead. That thing isn't being revived anytime soon because the devs are all on vacation or something. Terry is still playing around with his measured LMG. And, I was just like, fuck it. Let's just make a video about this. See how that goes. So yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm out. See you later, guys.